When I seems lost, thoughts lead you astray. Then I cry, then I feel pain. Why do I suffer so much? I would love to feel your touch. Baby, I don't know where to go. I feel so lost without you. Baby, I don't know where to go. I feel so lost without you.
Sorry, it's taking a while, everybody. We're still getting some people in. Thank you guys for being here. Let's get this show started. I'm gonna add another 3 minutes to this timer, and we're gonna go ahead and get back underway, probably before that 3 minutes. But thank you guys for being here. Let me know you're here in chat, and like the video, like the stream. Thank you guys. It is time, everybody. It is time. Let's go ahead and get straight into it. My name is ZMaster OG. I'll be your commentator for tonight's finale of Tier 4. And I'm starting it off a little bit different because the track we're at has already presented to us in Tier 5 that it's going to be absolute insanity. And you already know that track as Jeddah Corniche Circuit. This track is absolutely insane, super fast, super high incident rates because accidents are super easy to do in these high speed corners. It is going to be insanely fun for everybody driving this race and everybody watching. 27 turns, 3.8 mile circuit, all 27 turns, you stay above third gear. There's no slow speed turns. Absolutely insane. So, without further ado, I'm not going to hold you guys here with me any longer. Let's get straight into the qualifying session. But before we start covering everything in the qualifying session, we're going to go ahead and talk about the drivers and constructors standings. For the constructors standings, I'm just going to go ahead and give them a round of applause for Red Bull VCARB Racing. Absolute insanely good performance from these two guys. If you haven't seen the rest of the season, this is the one that you're going to want to see. This is probably going to be told in a couple of seasons from now. What an epic battle, because we have the two teammates, on the championship hunt. They are 3 points separated from each other. 3 points, everybody. So whoever finishes ahead in the top 3 is going to win the race. Absolutely insane. Then is going to be the Haas driver. Look, I don't know how he's up here, but consistency is key. And fighting for P3 with 3 other people who, well, I wouldn't say that are that close, but 3 people have a chance to take away his P3. And Miller Time and Jordan are those 2 people. Mr. Lethal Pete is not even close. But that P3 battle is still going on. There's no way they're getting to P1. But magic does occur sometimes. Changing of rules. No, I'm kidding. That wouldn't happen. But still, Jay Lowry and Beebinator in a championship fight. They're absolutely insanely talented drivers. We've actually already got a bunch of them already on track. Let's go ahead and turn on all of our details so we can see who is going to be on a lap right now as we speak. Norm. No, Testarossa retired. What's going on? What happened? Did he crash into the wall? Aw, that's unfortunate. He probably crashed into the wall there. Echo 1 going fastest. And then Normbash going a second faster than him. So that just tells you how fast Normbash was. Now, his teammate's going to come across the line. Is Villeneuve going to be able to beat Normbash in a 28.8? That's a pretty decent lap time. Can Villeneuve do it? No, he doesn't. He goes a 30.1. Next burn victim is going to start his lap. Let's see what the fighter for P3 has to offer. Through turn 1, braking late, very late through the corner, getting all the speed through. Getting on the power nice and easy, no slips, very good first chicane. Now onto the SS section, let's see if he can hold it together, nice and tidy. Nice and tidy. Radius is going to go ahead and start a lap himself. Jay Lowry is starting a lap. Meebinator is going to go ahead and start his lap, as well as Great Ace is going to go ahead and start his first flying lap. Let's see what Ted and Burn Victim is going to be able to do just behind. Burn Victim, I didn't see the second sector time, but it looks quick. Head to the line. He gets a 31.8. What is Burn Victim gonna do to the line? Second position, but still 8/10 off of pole. That is one mighty good lap from Normbash there. Labib just crossing the line and going into P4. Pretty good lap from him. Very close to P3. And P2 just a 10th ahead. Let's see what Meebinator is going to be able to put down as his first flying lap. It's going to be a 29.1. Only about 3/10 off of the lead. So that makes it a lot closer. Good effort there from Meebinator. Normbash still having the best timeout. But that is getting closer and closer for the VCARB Cash App, whatever cars. Let's see what happens. $28.9. Okay. All right. Yeah, that is just a smart thing to do at this track. Just go all the way offline to not impede anybody's lap. Smart thing, these guys from Tier 4. Let's see, does he get any traffic? Doesn't look like that was that bad. Man in the box put it P3 right behind him, splitting him, putting him between Meebinator and Burn Victim. Burn Victim has a big response here. And we've still got 9 minutes of the session. Pretty long to go. Let's see what Burn Victim's going to be able to do to the line. He's going to put down a 29.3 in front of Man in the Box, but behind Burn Victim. Still really good good lap from him there. MRK. He's going to be looking to do a pretty good lap after his driver just won the Tier 5 championship. Let's see. Is he going to be able to put a clean lap on the board? We got Mr. Burn Victim just spinning off in a little bit of celebration, I'd say. Not the worst I've seen. Omarmo, the Tier 5 champion, reserving up to Tier 4. Doing a pretty fantastic job for the Red Bull team, the official Red Bull team. So pretty good season he's been having so far. Really good to see that he's behind his team principal here. His TP is pushing, he is not. says purple middle, but we'll see when that first timing beam comes up. Is he getting a little bit of tow from this McLaren? Not enough to where it would affect it. On the main straight, he probably will though. A little bit. He put it P5. Now Echo 1's gonna follow him to the line. Put it P2. Only about a tenth and a half back from Normbash. Really, really good lap time. Breaking it into the 29.0s. The only other person to do that other than Normbash, who still has not come out for a second lap time. Really good stuff here. Sorry. Really good stuff there from Normbash, who is now out on track for a second lap, as I was saying it. Now, Labib says he has a purple first sector. Let's see what he's going to be able to do through the rest of the lap. Using a lot of the curbs, good. Use as much speed through there as possible. Let's see what your second sector time is going to be. 101.2, that's a pretty good improvement. He needs to gain another couple of tenths if he wants to be in that conversation for pole, but this is definitely going to put him up to P3, P4. If he can hook up the rest of the lap, does he have enough battery to do so? Does he have enough confidence to do so? Getting it all the way through. Yes, he does, all the way to the wall. He's going to use as much battery as he can to the line. He doesn't have any more battery, but he does put it P5. Improves by 4.5 tenths. Pretty good improvement there for Labib, as everybody's going to come into the pits, get some new tires on for the final set, for the final race of the season. But Ted hit the inside wall 100%. That's what happened. Ted hit the inside wall, broke his suspension, and went straight on. That is unfortunate to see there from Ted in the Mercedes. That is such an easy mistake to make. Just pushing too hard on that entry, clip that inside wall, and it is done. Oh, unfortunate. That is with 5 minutes left to go. We still got a bunch of drivers out on track, of course. If this was real life, they would have to stop the session. In this video game, we're gonna go ahead and just continue through it. Make sure we don't look too hard into it, and say on to the next session for TED 2630. Let's see, is Villeneuve on a lap? Does look like it. I don't know how fast of a lap it is. Going through the middle of the track. It's going to be an improvement by 4 tenths. That's going to improve him up to P9. Let's see if anybody else is looking for a lap time right now. Normbash, I don't know if he's on a lap. He has a lot of battery, but he is about to start one. Man in the box is gaining time. He's about a tenth and a half up. Now he's going to go through the very quick right left and back to the DRS. And let's see what his second sector time is going to be in just a moment. That's going to be a pretty good lap time improvement. 3 tenths is going to put him all the way up to P3, maybe even P2. And if you can gain another 2 tenths here in this last sector, which is really hard to do, he might even get to the pole position time that Normbash is trying to set right now as we speak. Going through the last corner, man in the box having a cautious last corner, and he cuts a little bit of the inside and puts it P3, 1,000 behind Echo 1. Unfortunately for man in the box, he did 1,000 faster, and now Normbash is going to be doing his best attempt to get that pole position time secured. Already 1.8 tenths faster, and that means it is not more than 2 tenths. That is a not big enough gap. If anyone who knows racing, that is not a big enough gap. as we got a couple of people coming into the pits and retiring out of the session. Now, Normbash is not on an improvement lap, but can he gain anything through this last corner, or is he going to come into the pits and just put on a new set of tires? I think that's what's going to happen. He comes to the final corner, and he is on the left-hand side, and he does come into the pits. That made a lot of sense. Now, we're going to have 2 cars on track, a couple of cars joining him. Great Ace being the last car who's already out on track a little early. Now Omarmo and MRK are both out on track, with same thing being Jay Lowry behind them both. Jay Lowry still not having set a lap time. He needs to gain on the lap time that he invalidated. So that is going to be crucial uh, laps that he needs to do. He needs to be on his A game, and if he wants to win this championship, he has to do a better lap, as I said, than he previously did. But last time it was invalid, so he's gonna have to push against the walls and make sure he gets this lap hooked up, just like Man in the Box is doing right now. Really hooked up to the edges of the line. He's not using almost any battery. He has his entire battery still to play with. So that is a pretty impressive feat. Now, is he going to use any battery here? Let's see. No, but he's still fine on the battery usage. On his first sector time. Really good first sector time. Let's see. What is Man in the Box going to do in the second sector? It looked like it was pretty hooked up. I didn't see any squibbles out of the corner, so let's see what his second sector is going to look like. It is not an improvement, so that is not going to be what he would have wanted, but he's still got time to do another run. One person going for their final run is going to be Labib. Behind them is going to be Great Ace. It's not Great Ace, I'm sorry. It's going to be Echo 1, and then it's going to be who's back here? What? Why can't I find him? It's Jay Lowry. That's who it is. Alright, let's see what Jay Lowry is going to be able to do. Behind these two guys trying to give each other a little bit of a headache. Echo 1 really close behind Labib. Labib going wide over the corner, and he does invalidate his lap time. That is going to be unfortunate for him. And Man in the Box goes out wide into turn 1, trying to probably not block somebody. But Echo 1 has no slipstream now after Labib had his lap invalidated. Now Meebinator is going to go through the middle sector as well. Meebinator needs to gain on his time. Burn Victim did not have time to set another lap time. He invalidated his. Omarmo just came across the line, putting a P2. Absolutely fantastic job, but that might be beaten still. Normbash, his stat in the pits, he did not get another lap time in. Let's see what Echo 1 and Jay Lowry have to say about it. Echo 1 goes to the final corner, almost slides into the wall, but doesn't. What are they going to do? Echo 1 goes through the final corner and does not improve his lap time, and Jay Lowry beats Echo 1 to third position. Now, it is Normbash, Omarmo in P2, Tier 5 champion in P2, and Meebinator does not have enough to improve his lap time. And now, last person to come in to their last lap is going to be Great Ace, where he puts a P10. Pretty good job from everybody here, but amazing job to Jay Lowry to out-qualify his teammates by 2/10, and that gives him a whole row in between him and his teammate for the championship. Absolute class. Normbash did a really good job from the start of the session. Hooked up, didn't even need to do a second lap. Omarmo got a really good third lap in there to be P2. Tier 5 champion might be contending for the Tier 4 race win finale. This is going to be insanely cool to watch. Jay Lowry in P3 having to fight his own championship run. Now he wants to be the tier driver and constructor champion with his teammate, but he wants to be the one on the top step. Let's see what happens. Absolute cinema, everybody. 15 drivers on the board. Mr. Testarossa correctly in his car, but was not qualified. Little snacky snack. Stay hydrated, everybody. As I always say, stay hydrated. Alright, if you're currently watching, please say something in chat so I can know that my chat box works. Because this feels really weird to not have anything in chat. Come on, guys. Hi, Bouncy. Thank you for letting me know my chat works. Water isn't wet. Makes sense. It's great to hear, everybody. Y'all are absolutely cooking out here. Echo, don't bin it. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, we have the lights coming on for the finale of Tier 4, and they are off, and away we go. Normbash got a really good start from Omarmo, and Jay Lowry also got a great start, but down the inside goes Echo 1. He did not bottle the start. He got into a little bit of a contact there with Jay Lowry, but he's okay, and he takes the P3 position. Now Jay Lowry gets overtaken by his teammate on the inside, Meebinator, and Jay Lowry go side by side through the SS section. They're still side by side, and now Meebinator is in front of Jay Lowry. That is not the start that Jay Lowry would have wanted. Absolutely not the start that he would have wanted. Now Burn Victim is going off. He probably has a warning already. That is not what he would have wanted either. Now down the inside, never mind. I thought he was going to try to go for it. Made in the box, looking very, very aggressive through there. As we had an earlier incident separating the back three. Labib and Testarossa are a second off the pack, and 3 seconds is from Ted all the way back here to MRK, who is currently in last. 11th place is going to be Osmari back last of this pack of the DRS trade, is what I mean. Oh my goodness. Now Echo 1 is still battling out with Meebinator. Now down the outside goes Meebinator. What a move there. Now Echo 1 is in a Visa Cash App Red Bull sandwich between both of them now, and Jay Lowry's behind, Meebinator's in front, Echo 1 in the between them, but Normbash is getting passed by Omarmo. Now Omarmo is in the lead of the race, and they are over a second in front of Meebinator here in P3. Now, is Meebinator going to be able to catch up to these guys and get that DRS and hold on to the possibility of winning the race? Because once you get outside of that DRS, it's really hard to work back into it. No, it looks like Meebinator has done a really good job to hold back into that DRS range, gaining back time in every corner. Absolutely insane. Echo 1 already getting a 3-second time penalty. That is not what you would have wanted after I told him to not do that. Now Meebinator is already on the back of the Alfa Romeo, Alpha Tauri, whatever you want to call it. The Sauber, I'm going to call it that. Alfa Romeo is a couple of years old now. The Sauber versus the Visa Cash App Red Bull, the sugar-free, versus, come on. I was going to try to say something smart, but it didn't work out. As we got someone who's retired into the session. That was Echo 1. What? Wait. Echo 1 goes into the wall on the left-hand side. Not what he would have wanted. I told him in the race before the race even started. Don't do that. And that's gonna be one for the curse counter for sure. Oh man, I don't have the curse counter on this one. Okay, not ideal. Full safety car out on lap 2 of the race, and one retirement. Nobody else, I think, got damage from it, but a couple of people came into the pits. That's going to be Mr. Testarossa, MRK, and Jay Lowry came into the pits as well, changing his front wing. There might have been an incident between them, between Jay Lowry and Echo One. Yeah, there's the confirmation I needed from Chad. Echo One, having said Jay Lowry calls that one. Yep. Unfortunate Jay Lowry things. There's also that's a very bad place to be racing somebody. not the smart place to be trying to make that move stick. Echo One needs a medic. That's pretty funny. Now Jay Lowry has a lot of work to do if he wants to win this championship. A lot of work being going from last to first in a track that's not easy to overtake at. Same bouncy, but I actually like this track, so okay. Virtual safety car. Virtual safety car. No, it's a full safety car. MRK got another tire change. Let's see what tires everybody's on. We got some soft runners. We got both Burn Victim and Krankus on softs. Everyone else is on the mediums. We've got 2 hard tire runners, Mr. Testros and Labib. It's a good spread. Everybody else on mediums. 4 people on alternate tires. Not bad. Alright, there's a little bit of a gap there from Greatest and in front. I don't know what's going on here, but they're gonna get restarted this lap around. And that means, there you go, there's the message. That means that everybody needs to tighten up, because it's about to get real. Omarmo is about to win 2 races in a row. 1 tier up from his own, as well as his own and his own championship. Absolute day it's gonna be here for Marmo if he can get the power down and start running from these very quick drivers. Jay Lowry has retired from the session and left. Unfortunate. That's gonna be the championship over for Jay Lowry. But there's still the race win to talk about, so no worries. Now, Nornbash needs to hold on to Omarmo. The race has been restarted. Nobody got a really crazy launch down the back. Looks like everybody but the last three were not affected. Labib, Testarossa, and MRK were all slightly affected by Jay Lowry's retirement of his team, of his car going into the pit box. Probably is what hurt him the most. Now, Omarmo is doing an absolutely fantastic job to pull away from Nornbash. Really good job. And Meebinator just trying to hold on here. Has a little bit more battery than Omarmo. Burn Victim still on full battery on his softer compound of tires. Struggling a little bit, as you can see, he's almost out of that DRS range. Great Ace is using a lot more battery than him, but he's trying to hold on to this P5 position behind him. Villeneuve is giving him a lot of pressure, and behind him, man in the box is not too far. And so they are the closest cars in this train at the time. At this time, Meebinator and Nornbash are going side by side. Around the outside goes Meebinator on Nornbash. Really good side by side. But now Omarmo is already out of DRS range. And Meebinator needs to gain 3/10 on Omarmo to get that position back. And they're about even on ERS. But now Meebinator needs to get back 3/10 to Omarmo to get that DRS advantage and get in the hold of that lead. Can Omarmo hold on to that 2/10 advantage to get the to stay outside of that DRS, not give it to them, and they have to start fighting, and then Omarmo would probably be able to run away. But Nornbash trying to hold it around the outside, goes really deep into the corner, forgets that there's a corner there, rejoins okay on back in P4, second back from Nornbash. That is not what he would have wanted to do. He lost about a second and a bit through that little off moment. Now, Great Ace is going to be right on the back of Burn Victim. He's going to try to get that position done as fast as possible. And as you can see up here, Meebinator was not able to get back to that DRS range of Omarmo. We've got 19 laps to go after they cross the finish line. Not enough was done from Meebinator. And he's just trying to burn all the battery that he can to get that DRS coming out of the corner. Is he going to have it through the final corner? He does not, but Nornbash behind him barely holds on to that DRS range. Burn Victim, is he going to have it? No, Burn Victim does not have DRS. Meebinator sets the fastest lap of the race, but he still is not inside of that DRS range. And Omarmo takes that first corner beautifully and does not get a better exit than Omarmo, than Meebinator. Omarmo doing a pretty good job so far. The top three are starting to pull away from everybody else. Nornbash is actually losing out to the lead race, and he's about 2/10 back from DRS himself. Is he going to be able to hold on to that, or is he going to fall into the clutches of everybody behind who does have DRS on him, which is going to be Burn Victim and Great Ace. Man in the box is slipping a little bit away, not too far. Everybody's still really close to each other. They've not separated out, had a big incident, other than, you know, Ted and back. I don't know what's going on with them. Let's see. Oh, big slide over there by Ted. Not what he would have wanted, but the pack is now back to where it's supposed to be, a little bit closer. Two groups, one for the front, almost in the DRS for Meebinator. Omarmo does not have any battery left, and that means that Meebinator gets the DRS on Omarmo. That's just gonna secure Meebinator in this little toe that Omarmo has. Omarmo is pulling away really quickly from the rest of the field. He's doing an amazing job here to basically secure him going to tier 2 next season, or tier 3, sorry, not tier 2. This is tier 4. Tier 4, he's doing a really good job and destroying people. He just did an amazing job in tier 5, and now he's doing an amazing job here in tier 4. Wow, just insane, insanely good. Feel like I'm going crazy. This doesn't happen too often. Sorry, guys. Now, we've got a big gap from Nornbash. Great Ace is also not in that DRS, so Nornbash is a little bit safer than he's okay with being, but still, up ahead, 2 seconds, is the fight for the lead. Omarmo versus Meebinator. Meebinator, the championship contender here in Tier 4. Omarmo, a reserve driver, up a tier, who just won his first championship in Tier 5. Now he's trying to win his first Tier 4 race here in MRL. Let's see if he's going to be able to do it. Down the inside goes Meebinator. And around the outside, Omarmo is just going to let him go. No, never mind. Omarmo tried to hold it around the outside. Meebinator shutting that door as quickly as possible. Makes sense. Let me just check real quick. Where is Omarmo on the standings? He's not on the standings. This isn't his debut, is it? For the season? That's insanity. Omarmo, for the first time in Tier 4, showing how quick he truly is. Crazy to me that that Meebinator is this challenged by him. Omarmo is doing an absolutely great job. Marmo just holding it behind. Nornbash still 2.5 seconds from the guys ahead. Same with Great Ace, 1.3 seconds from the guys ahead. Man in the box got DRS, interestingly, maybe because he was side by side with Burn Victim, but these guys are really close to each other. Other than the fight up front, Mabinator giving back way to Omarmo, as we got Burn Victim coming into the pits on his soft tires. 3-second time penalty for Meebinator. That's not going to matter too much unless there's a late race safety car, which there is a very high possibility of being. But that just means that he needs to get his move on Omarmo and getting away from him as fast as possible. We've got a yellow flag in the first sector, and that looks to be MRK with no wing. And that has brought out the full safety car. That is very unfortunate for Burn Victim, who literally just pitted onto new tires. That is unfortunate for Burn Victim here. That is not what he would wanted. Everybody's gonna get now a free pit stop, and reorganizing of the grid is not gonna be too many reorganizers, I guess. Not everybody's gonna pit. Probably everybody's gonna pit. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. If you stay out here, you're kind of not smart unless you're Burn Victim or Krankus, who literally just came into the pits. You're all pitting. It wouldn't make sense not to pit. Yep. Top 5 pit. Makes sense. 6th, 7th. Testarossa staying out. Same with Labib. Both of them are hard tires. I'd say just come in anyways, but I mean, there's no reason to not. So, Testarossa and Labib lead the race. And then Omarmo came out right behind Meebinator, came out behind Normbash in P5, Man in the Box in P6, Bird Victim caught in front of Villeneuve just in the nick of time as they came out of the pits. And that means Burn Victim is going to be up to P7 on new medium tires compared to the new hard tires. Great Ace is right behind both of them. Ted is in P10, Osmari in P11, and Krankus in P12. Only one person so far is not going to score a point, and that's going to be MRK. The top 12 score points in our MRL, in our point system, and 13th is not in the top 12. All we need is one more casualty, and then we've got a full points grid, full points finish. Interesting to see that McLaren 1-2 is still possible in this year. It's been a very long time. There also hasn't been a Red Bull driver up here in a while. C. Miller has disappeared a little bit. Asmari comes into the pits. Interesting. Interesting. Basically, because Jay Lowry had disconnected, that just gives the championship win to Meebinator no matter what happens, as long as he finishes. Unless he finishes last, I'm pretty sure. Let's review that. So Meebinator is 3 points behind. So Meebinator needs to finish in P10 or above to win the championship from Jay Lowry. Pretty doable, right, guys? I went for a T. What happened? Jay Lowry disconnected or quit, whichever. And it retired him. And McLaren's on top. All right, now Testarossa is going to be leading us away from Labib. I'm going to go on board with Labib for this restart and make sure to have a look behind once we get going. Here you can see the safety car is already in and we are off. Away we go. Now Omarmo's going to have the tow from Labib. Is Omarmo going to send it down the inside instantly? No, he's going to try around the outside. Omarmo going around the outside of Labib, being very aggressive on the new tires, and he does make that work. Labib tried to hold it around the inside and on a switchback, but he did not get that. He had a little bit of a tap there with his rear wing, with a little bit of a wiggle for Omarmo. Meebinator right behind him, not too far from this commotion up here as Labib had a huge snap through the skateboard corner. Absolute masterclass to save that. That was pretty scary. I thought he was going straight into the wall there into turn 7, 8. I'm pretty sure. Either way, they're very, very close to the limit here. Racing for absolutely every point they can. Meebinator still trying to get back to Labib. Meebinator now going to have the ERS supply to go around the outside. Labib does not have the ERS supply, but he does dive it down the inside. Labib does not give that much room on the outside, but Meebinator takes the position off track. That is still considered done and dusted. Labib falling backwards now. Labib now in P6 from being in P3 just moments ago. Around the outside goes Normbash on Burn Victim. Burn Victim trying to get back into the positions that he lost. Now he's going to go down the inside of Meebinator, and he made a four-car pass in a single sector. Absolute masterclass for Burn Victim, who is now in P3 on the medium tires. He's going to go to the end of the race. Down the inside was looking Normbash on Meebinator. And now Labib goes into the wall and rejoins very, very unsafely. And that is another full safety car here at Jeddah. Labib now has a 10-second time penalty for colliding with Villeneuve. Villeneuve probably has some damage on the front wing or something that's gonna get reported. Absolute craziness. No damage, it looks like, for Villeneuve on his front wing. Wow. Just wow. Another safety car. Labib has retired from the session on track. I don't think it's going to cause anything, but it's still insane. Full safety car again. I don't think much is going to happen, so I'm going to go get a quick drink. Burn Victim, absolute legend for going all the way second position. Wow. Good start. Safety car is not in this lap. advice and went for a tea. It's supposed to be iced tea, but I didn't want to put any ice in it. Alright. Safety car is going to be in this lap, as we just got the notification from race control. We're going to watch on board with Burn Victim, as he is on the medium tires. He's on the best tires of the entire grid, other than everybody below Osmari. Now, we are gone away we go. Mr. Testarossa is getting pressured already from Omarmo, as Omarmo knows that the Burn Victim's tires are going to be absolutely rapid. Ooh, my goodness. Oh my god, that was super scary. Mr. Testarossa and Omarmo both went super deep into the corner. Omarmo had to pull out of the corner as Mr. Testarossa did get in front by the apex, so that needed to be addressed. Omarmo going a little wide into the corner, but Burn Victim still really close to the back of both of these guys. Burn Victim putting on the pressure on Omarmo. He needs to make a move, or Burn Victim will. Omarmo already down to 50% battery. Mr. Testarossa holding off very well. Now Omarmo's going to be burning the battery. So is Burn Victim. So is Testarossa. And now Omarmo stays between them. And he defended very well against Burn Victim to stay ahead for one more corner. Burn Victim now has a better run because Omarmo had a horrible run through that sector, maybe even got a warning for it. Now, Burn Victim is in the best spot out of all three of them. Omarmo has 20% battery. Burn Victim has 50% battery, and DRS is going to be enabled this time around. Omarmo has no battery really to play with, but Burn Victim does. And Burn Victim is just going to hold off for one more couple of corners. And now he's going to try to get the great run out of this corner. Stay very close behind and just keep it until the DRS straight, because there's no real reason to try to pass on this very sketchy circuit, especially in the fast corners. It's too risky to try to do it. Not smart, but all the top four guys are 3/10 a lap quicker. They're already a second outside of DRS range from Villeneuve, 2 seconds ahead. Really good laps from the top four, just pulling away as much as possible. Now they've gone through the DRS section, the low speed section, now to the DRS, to the big long straight. Omarmo gonna try to make a move stick on Mr. Testarossa. Does not have anything to do, and now he gets a better run than last time out. Burn Victim has so much more battery. Now Omarmo has to burn his battery as he sees Burn Victim trying to go all the way around the outside. It is 3 wide on the streets of Jeddah, and Burn Victim breaks very deep into the corner, and he holds that first place for the first time in this race. Omarmo is now having the DRS. Now he's burning every ounce of battery that he has to try to get ahead of Burn Victim, and he makes it stick, but Burn Victim tried to hold it around the outside. He didn't make that move anywhere near close. Mr. Testarossa just saving his battery, about 50% on his battery in this middle sector, into the first sector of lap 19. Never mind, safety car is out one more time as we had Grady smash into the turn 4 wall. Oh man, oh man. We're gonna have to have a delay. Got 6 laps to go. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 6 laps. These guys are fighting like absolute dogs, and I love it. Omarmo and Burn Victim are both going to be fighting till the end like absolute hounds. Everybody's going to recharge, burn a little bit of fuel if they have any extra, which it does look like they do. They got about 3 laps extra around all of them. So, everybody got to save a lot of fuel this race. B. Jacobson sending me a nice little invite. No. No. All right. Everybody's catching back up. Probably gonna have one more time around, and then we will go back to racing. Nobody went into the pits as we saw. Only people who went into the pits are MRK and Osmari, who are already catching back up to the pack. 4-lap old mediums for Meabinator, 5-lap old mediums for Man in the Box. Frankus is on softs for 4 laps, and Ted is on hard, same as the front runners. Burn Victim, he's one lucky man, but he's making his own luck today. He's gonna have one final shootout where the safety car shouldn't come out, because everybody knows that if you finish this race, you're gonna get points, and that means multiple. Because there's only 11 finishers in this race, everybody. Burning some fuel here, we can see from Burn Victim. As much as he can. Ted back in the pits. Okay. On the new softs. Okay. Burn Victim is going to have 4 laps to make this work. 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, 4 laps to make it work. Mediums, the faster tire. Or hards, the harder tire. But more sustainable. It just depends on how you use your ERS. Because the tires are about even. The drivers are not. Burn Victim gonna try to win this race, as he's not done that many times this season. I can't say that, but Omarmo, the Tier 5 champion, is fighting in Tier 4 to try to win 2 races today, back to back, and he's gonna be looking to beat everybody who tries to stop him. Now, it's under his command of when we start. Omarmo letting the safety car go very far ahead, going about 80 kilometers, 100 kilometers an hour. And this is going to be a very quick, this is going to be a very quick field. Bunch of new tire runners behind. Let's see what happens. Omarmo setting up for the final corner, going wide, going very slowly to not give him an edge. And now he's gone already. He's going, but a burn victim didn't shift out of third. That was a very, very bad failure for a burn victim. He didn't shift outside of third gear, and that means he's not going to get a great launch off the line. 3 wide behind. There's contact back here. That looks to be Krankus on the soft tires. He had contact with 2 cars ahead, and that messed up the run for a couple other vehicles. Meebinator and it looks like Man in the Box side by side. Now Meebinator's chasing down Villeneuve, who is the first hard tire runner that they're gonna need to overtake to get back to that front fight. Meebinator holding off as much as possible. MRK getting another 3-second time penalty. Let's see what Meebinator's gonna be able to do. Is burn victim gonna be able to get past Omarmo? Not yet, but they are pulling away from Mr. Testarossa. That first sector was very crucial for them to just start pulling away. As you can see, Omarmo having a very, very good straight line, using a little bit more battery than burn victim, but they are pulling a lot of time. Burn victim has so much more speed into those corners. He is insanely confident. He's got so much more battery too. You can see burn victim is almost full on battery, while Omarmo is not that close. He's gonna see here the power of holding on to your battery and to your DRS, really. As you can see, Omarmo has no battery left. He has already drained all of his battery, and he's, I think, hoping for another safety car to come out pretty soon. You can see he's probably going to be recharging here now all through this sector. And everybody is in a chain, by the way. A little bit sketchy for everybody here, but we're okay, everybody. 11 people. They can hold on to it, I believe. Never mind, Ted has retired. As I said it. That's another curse for the curse counter. Now, burn victim does have the lead of the race. As you can see there, I didn't catch that, but burn victim is now comfortably in the lead with more ERS than Omarmo. Even though he doesn't have that DRS, he does not have that same pressure. Omarmo holding off as much as possible. Now, Mr. Testarossa is very much still there. He's not going anywhere. Meebinator has already gotten past Villeneuve further back, and now he's looking for a move on Nornbash. This is what I was meaning earlier, that we're going to have a forward-looking field. Now, Meebinator has the DRS, has the ERS. Is he going to make a move around the outside? He does make the move around the outside, and Omarmo takes the position. Testarossa is going to try to take the position, but Nornbash, oh my goodness, really good on the brakes, but horrible out of the corner. And Meebinator takes both Testarossa and Nornbash out of the exit of turn 2. What a move from Meebinator there, and that puts him up to P3. And now he's right on the back of burn victim. What a move there from Meebinator. Absolutely. Great racing there. And Mr. Testarossa, we saw him go wide in the background. Not sure why, but that must have been a very bad snap if it would have been to that degree. Omarmo holding on to that lead. Meebinator now putting pressure on burn victim. Meebinator does have a 3-second time penalty. Let's go ahead and see that real quick. As you can see, 3-second time penalty for Meebinator, 10-second for Villeneuve, and 3 seconds for Mr. Kamau. Absolutely incredible work Meebinator is doing here. RB and Red Bull Racing are both doing an absolutely great job. Now Meebinator's gonna try to make a move stick on Burn Victim on the inside. Burn Victim is gonna have the outside line, gives them enough room, and now Meebinator's gonna hold on to the slipstream to the cars behind. There is a yellow flag. It looks like Krankus had a little bit of a moment, but it is too late in the race to get a safety car. Omarmo is holding on to this lead. Burn Victim is holding on to P2. Omarmo has no battery left. Burn Victim has all of his battery left. Now Burn Victim is in a really, really good position to win this race on the alternate strategy. Meebinator on the alternate strategy to go and pit again, all the way coming from 10th position where he needed to be, and now he's fighting for the lead, but he has a 3-second, and this is not going to be an easy one for him to make up. Is Meebinator gonna have the ability to take the win on track? Is Burn Victim gonna take the win on track and give Omarmo one less win on the tally? Or is Omarmo, the tier 5 champion, gonna go ahead and win back-to-back tier 5 and tier 4? We're gonna see right here, right now. Burn Victim's burning all of his battery. Omarmo's holding that inside line, but Burn Victim goes all the way around the outside, and Meebinator's gonna try to do the same. Gonna try to go down the inside of Omarmo. He doesn't hold it, and Omarmo's gonna try to get him back onto the line, but Burn Victim burns as much battery as he needs, and he wins the race. Omarmo in P2, and Man in the Box finishes P3 after penalties were applied. What a finish to Omarmo versus Burn Victim. Burn Victim coming out on top, and he wins the race. What a race here from Burn Victim. Wow, wow, wow. Further down, it's going to be Mr. Testarossa in P4, Norbesh in P5, Osmari in P6, Meebinator dropped down to P7. Still, the World Drivers' Championship for Tier 4. Absolutely golden for him. Now we got MRK in P7, and as we close out this tier 4 race, absolutely insane last lap moves. Testarossa, driver of the day, really good job from him to get some more points for McLaren. Burn Victim going up to that top step, absolutely deserved. Really, really good job from Burn Victim. Omarmo, really good job still. 2 champions on the leaderboard here. Really, really amazing job from both of them. And of course, we got to give it up for Testarossa, coming from 15th last to 3rd. Really good job from him as well. Really, really a great race. Wow. No, it doesn't. I love that. All right. Not gonna lie to you guys, I would love to be here for more, but I gotta go to my race because I want to do that same thing that just happened. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. Go watch tier 3 and stick around until tier 1 because it's gonna be insanity. Thank you guys so much again. Like the video if you haven't already. I'm gonna stop talking. Have a good night, everybody. Enjoy Moose Day.